Hello Aries, Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. Now, this reading is going to look at the energies between the 22nd to the 28th of June. I have done a pre-shuffle of the cards. These are the Earth Magic cards. So I'll just do a final shuffle and then lay the cards out. Just to say, Aries, that I have yesterday published a reading for all fire signs, which includes yourself, concerning the planetary activity, but particularly Mercury in retrograde at this time between the 18th of June to the 12th of July. So please check that out when you have a minute, Aries. I think you'll find it quite interesting. So that's the fire signs, Mercury retrograde. Right, let's, bear with me, that didn't split very well. Okay, that's better. Let's see what the current energies have to say, because they do move on slightly week on week. So it's useful to just keep a check on what the influences are for all of us. So they're the Earth Magic, and now I'll just do a final shuffle of the Wheel of the Year, this little tarot deck, which is really lovely, really sweet, really lovely. And this will give just a little bit of extra depth to this reading for you, Aries. So let's see how we go. All information for contacting me is below this video. I do private readings, Aries, so please do get in touch if that's something that you would like. So at the heart of your reading, Aries, we have purification, rain, and we have the devil energy. So don't worry about that. I'll go into that in a minute. But the purification, this is when we need to, when we have a shower, we wash the grime off our body, don't we? And we feel cleansed. When the rain comes down, particularly heavy rain, and we've had lots of thunderstorms recently with lots of heavy rain, then that washes the grime, the grit, the dirt off the top surface and washes it away and refreshes and cleanses the surface of the land, as well as obviously watering the plants and trees and the fauna. But the message of this card is about purification, about cleansing, refreshing, re-energizing perhaps. So that's at the heart, and the clarifier is the devil energy, and this is about obsessions, great passion, preoccupations that preoccupy us to the extent that with this couple who are embracing in a passionate embrace, they're not aware of the thorns of the rose cutting into them, and the fire of the passion that's burning them up, and it's almost becoming destructive to them. Now, this card doesn't necessarily mean a relationship passion. It can do, but it can also be about addictions and obsessions. So however it resonates with you, Aries, it will mean something different, a little bit different for all of you. So there's a purification needed, there's a cleansing needed to do with something that's been obsessive with you and within you. All right, Aries, there's a cleansing and a purification for something that has a hold on you, if I can put it that way. So there's so many meanings to this devil energy, but it's something that has a hold on you, because I'm very much drawn to the stem of the rose curled around you and the thorns digging into you. All right. Now, the challenge to this is your instinct. This is wolf instinct and judgment. So the wolf instinct, this is the instinctive part of ourselves. With a wolf, they rely very much on their nature, on their instinct. So you've heard of the lone wolf that goes off perhaps looking for a mate outside of the pack now, or looking for prey for the pack, or making sure there's no dangers for the pack, but he's using his instinct every step of the way. Now, for some reason, this is in the challenge part of your reading, something to do with instinct and judgment. So a judgment call, doing or answering that which is fair and just, making fair and just decisions, considering what's happened in the past, perhaps. About what was good, what wasn't so good. So, you know, it's about this judgment call from the universe, and around you, Aries, are the judgment call of some sort, or perhaps the judgment being made that is the challenge, that is a challenge for you, Aries, and it's a clarifier for the lone wolf, for instinct, something to do with instinct. Now, at the root of this, the basis of this situation, we have the lotus flower, and this is about unfoldment. Now, this is about something opening, something being revealed, something that was revealed, that was discovered. All right. And then the Two of Wands. So there was something planted. There was this is the kidney bean seed that is planted, and now it's growing. And it's growing up the sticks, and it's being tended by the man and woman. So this is about a seed that was planted that is now growing, and it's a clarifier for something being revealed, something opening up. All right, now these are in the root of the situation. Now, here we have, in the past, leading on to the current situation, we have the rainbow, and this is about blessings. So in the past, there's been many blessings. You see the dark clouds clearing away, the rain clearing away, and the sun shining through, and then we've got the rainbow. So lots of blessings in the past, to do with a relationship, I feel. This is the Two of Chalices, the Two of Cups. So a bonding, a very close relationship. So many blessings to do with a relationship in the past. So it looks like this is to do with a couple, to do with a relationship. All right. Now, let me just go back to that. When we look at relationships, it can be either relationship with a significant other, or it can be the relationship we have with ourselves, the different parts of ourselves that come together, or it can be a relationship, a close relationship, perhaps with a friend, family, or even at work. However it resonates with you, Aries, I was just brought back to just to mention that. Now, what's on your mind at this time? Well, we have the Whale and we have the Eight of Chalices. Right, so the Whale, this is breach. The Whale is breaching here in this card. And when the Whale breaches, he comes out of his normal environment, the sea, which is where he lives most of the time. Just coming up to the surface to breathe and then going back down again. When he breaches, he comes out of his normal environment. So for me, when this comes out in a reading, this is saying this is what you're thinking about at the moment, Aries, about leaving an environment where you have been comfortable, where it has been quite life-giving, but you're ready to explore, to go into a different environment, a new environment. And a clarifier is the Eight of Chalices or the Eight of Cups. And this is the leaving card, somebody leaving. It's a separation. Now, sometimes it can be somebody having to leave to go to work or to go away to work. It could be to do with, for example, when our adult children have to leave home to find their own path going forward. And then lots of sadness and lots of tears. But of course, it can be a separation of a relationship. And the clarify for leaving, normal surroundings. your normal environment. I feel, Aries, that this reading is proving to be quite specific for a certain few of you. Sometimes it's for somebody, and sometimes it's just for a small amount of you. So just bear that in mind, Aries. I don't think it's going to be for everybody. And that's how it works sometimes with the energies. Now, what's in your power at the moment? Well, activation, wind. So when the wind blows, a powerful wind blows, it blows the leaves away, it blows things away, it reshapes things. It can blow branches off trees, can't it? It moves things around. And in your power at the moment is activation. So this is about action, taking action, making a change. Yes, and we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess, this represents your higher self, Aries. The High Priestess, she's holding a book of knowledge in her lap. Now, this is about what we know, what you know and what you don't know, and it represents it. The High Priestess can have secrets. This can be about secrets, but it's certainly about tapping into your higher self. Perhaps tapping into, perhaps there are secrets that you're having to hold on to at the moment. But it's a very spiritual energy, it's very psychic energy, the High Priestess, connected to the activation card. Then in your environment around you, we have the Eagle. Now this is about communication. So there's communication happening. Now whether it's spiritual communication or communication more on the earth plane, but this is something, it's important around you, there's communication around, and it's connected with the Princess of Pentacles, and this is the accountant card for me. This is about balancing the books, adding up what's coming in, what's going out. So it's about adding up. So there's something in the environment about balancing the books in some way, whether it's to do with money or another part of your life, Aries, and communication. In your hopes and fears position, we have the shaman. This is ancient healing wisdom. So this is when you have to draw on perhaps the elders in the family or the elders around you, or perhaps within yourself, drawing upon ancient healing wisdom. In years gone by, there was always, in the Native American tribes, there was always a shaman, an ancient who would have ancient wisdom that people would go to for healing and for advice. So this is in your hopes, I would imagine, about drawing on this ancient healing wisdom. And then we have the Princess of Chalices, a Princess of Cups, a very romantic card that is hoping for a new love perhaps, or hoping for love, good news, very much a very light energy. It's like spring and she's smelling the blossom and holding a flower close to her chest and the doves near her. So is this what you're hoping for, a new romance, and drawing on ancient healing wisdom? And then the outcome here is the movement. So something is going to be starting to move a little bit more quickly now. We see the river going round the bend there. So this is about movement, Aries. Things are going to start moving. And then the Four of Pentacles as a clarifier. This is when we're holding on to things, trying to hold on to things so other people can't take them from us. Sometimes it's about being a bit mean. I'm not saying that's about you. It could be to do with somebody around you, Aries. Or it could be about needing to hold on to that which you hold dear, needing to hold it close. All right, just protecting that which you have. And certainly there's a movement going forward with this. And then the future coming in, we have volatility. So this is when the lava, the heat builds up in the volcano, and then it can do no other but to spew out, to burst out and release. So this is something about volatility around you, or it may be within you, Aries, or certainly around you, a situation around you that is going to be a little bit volatile and explode. And then the clarifier is the Magician. So this is about using all the tools to your elbow, if you like, to manifest your reality. You'll know what to do. It's drawing on again that ancient healing wisdom, looking into how you can create that better reality, a better situation going forward out of this volcano volatility. I'm going to leave it there, Aries. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've enjoyed this reading, if you could press the subscribe button for me. But in any event, please do join me again in the future. Take care now. Bye-bye.